Hey, Jorge Estrada. I want to share something with you today. Gave me great excitement when it happened. Uh, I already posted about it, but I did want to make a video also to clarify something. So, the other day I took my Weatherby back to the range. It's a Mark V Deluxe in 7mm Weatherby Magnum. I love it. I think I was lucky to find that. Um, Took it out to the range several times, and I shot the 150 grain nozzler. And I'm a really impatient guy, so I guess I should have taken more time with the 150 grain. But the groups that I shot were fairly open, so inch and a half, and that's what they advertised those guns back in the day. So this was made between 1964 and 1973. Has a period correct Bausch Lomb uh, scope on it and the Kuharsky brothers scope mount. As you can see, the scope doesn't have any adjustments, but the zoom, all the windage and elevation is on the scope mount. So young kids these days have never seen anything like that. So back in the day, there was the setup to have. Uh, and it's a hunting setup. It's not a accuracy type of shooting that now everybody wants to be super tactical, super accurate, and so inch and a half. It's a fairly good group for hunting purposes, and that's how they were advertised. There was the promise from the factory, and that's what I shot with the nozzlers. And the other day I went out. I said it's good, but it could be better. It has to be. So I went out the other day and really took my time. I had just a rest in the front and the bag with the bunny ears in the bag, and I really took my time. Went early in the morning as soon as they open up, and I was really, I mean, I was surprised because first I shot the 150 and it was an open group, and then I switched to the 140 Barnes. And with that, I think the rifle found its favorite ammunition, because with that, I always shoot a 3-round group, and then I did three the best out of 3, and I posted that and got a somewhat negative comment, and I would like to clarify that. So the first group I shot, I don't know if you can see that, was an inch .08. I mean, that's already satisfying, right? The second group I shot was zero point .8. This is Sub-MOA for a gun older than me with a hunting setup. The third group, I guess my shoulder, I shot before, so there was actually the last target I shot. I guess my shoulder was then sore. So the third group was inch .4. So I guess, yeah, it loosened up a little bit. Anyway, even though it was a little negative comment because the person said, oh, 0.8, it's still not a Sub-MOA rifle. Well, I'm not the rifle maker. I wouldn't advertise it as such, but clearly that rifle is capable of shooting Sub-MOA groups. And I'm not a good shot. Now give that rifle to a good shooter, and it will do that consistently. But even if you take the average out of those 3, it's a 1.09 inch group average. You can't. I mean, cannot be upset about that, right? For a hunting setup with a BalVAR 8 scope that is a standard reticle. Has a zoom of 2.5 to 8 by 40. It's not, I mean, for back in the day, there was probably the thing to have. But nowadays, it's like $150 scope has a better reticle in there. But I'm very, very satisfied. And what I want to say is that don't underestimate old school. There's a lot of people say, oh, it's old stuff, you know, it's inaccurate, it's not good, we need the new stuff. It's all this hype. And I say, no, it's a pencil barrel, it's a #1 contour. It gets super hot, super fast. So yeah, I took my time. It was not perfect conditions, but it was lab conditions, basically. It was an indoor range, there's no crosswind, there's no elevation, nothing. I mean, and I took my time. No doubt about that. There was not field conditions. But to see how that works in nearly perfect conditions, how an average shooter like me can pull this off, imagine what that thing can do when a good shooter has it. So I just want to make a video about that because I mean, sure, that is premium ammunition. It's not, I think the retail is $99 a box. It is premium, but it's absolutely worth it. It's so satisfying when you pull in the target and you get something like that. Again, with a gun that's older than you, it's fantastic. So never underestimate the old hardware. Never underestimate old school, because as you can see, they still work pretty damn good. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope that motivates you. Don't be afraid of buying an older gun. They work still just fine. All right. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you.